You record for 8 hours.
God, an hour. 8 hours is not a speed run. Welcome to Retro Roleplaying. Once again, we are playing the Savage Worlds version of Rifts. I've been colloquially calling it Savage Rifts, as most people have been calling it. And we are one man down tonight. He had to get called into work, and his boss would not let him get it off. So it's going to be 3 of us failing at playing Savage Rifts, since this is, as I said, the second time that we've been playing this. And the first time, the guy that was missing has run the game a ton. This time, not so much. So it's going to be us trying to slog our way through these rules to show people how Savage... Assuming stuff like that doesn't happen on the regular. Yay for technical difficulties. Okay. So does somebody want to run through what we did last time for our viewer? Because we have 1 viewer at the moment. That's okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. She loves us and supports us. All right. Who can give us a good breakdown of what happened last time?
A patrol was sent out and was lost contact. And we went to investigate. And we ran into some weird bugs. Birds that had bug parts. And we shot them with fire. At least I did.
Yes, you did. And will you tell us who you are playing, Nolan?
I am the Burster Aerial Fire Dancer.
That sounds fancy pants. Basically the Human Torch.
Basically. Minus the flying. Can I fly?
I thought you could fly.
I think I can fly.
Yeah, that could be useful.
So yeah, Human Torch, but blind.
Yeah, but blind. Okay, Tim and Lydia, tell us who you're playing.
I am a Cyber Knight, Lady Sarena Alberbrandt. I have a freaking lightsaber.
She's basically a feminine Mega Man Zero.
Not quite.
With less armor.
I'm not a robot.
And
I don't know what Cyber Knights have some armor. Okay, Tim, who are you? What are you doing?
I play a guy named Orson Jacond. He's a mind melter.
Indeed. Burning people's brains with the power of yours.
Yep.
All right,
I liquefy people's brains inside their skulls.
I know. Just drink them out with a straw later.
Yep.
That also takes a beating pretty easily.
Yeah, I know.
As per our last
game.
Yes. It happens to me almost every game.
It's very true. Every time we play anything, you seem to get totally trashed. Okay.
I'm not even the one with the fewest hit points, but somehow I always get the crap beat out of me. Or killed.
Yeah, that's entertaining. I don't do it on purpose, by the way.
Your corpse.
Yeah, and then you blow up my corpse and feed it to wolves.
Yeah, well, that may not happen this time. I don't know. We'll see. So you guys are part of Tomorrow Legion, and you have been playing pre-generated characters so that we could speed up what we're doing here. These characters are actually pretty awesome, the ones that they made for just the pack. We backed the Kickstarter, got a lot of really cool stuff, and we're very excited to play this game. So far, it's been really, really fun, but we'll continue on to see how it goes. So yes, last time you guys were tasked with trying to find some missing patrols that had gone, obviously disappeared since they're missing, duh, along close to a river. You trekked through some woods, you climbed down a cliffside, you ran into some birds that had bug parts and what looked like the remains of a bear that had also had some genetically grafted bug bits. So that was nice and icky. And then you caught a burst of radio static from the patrol that you were searching for. And the static had mentioned Zeta 6. So you guys decided to go through the wood a bit longer to see if you could find this missing trooper. You found a bit of his gear. It looked like it had fallen from a great height. You trekked through a little bit more to find a river that he had mentioned, and just over the horizon, No, I don't want to update Windows right now. Stop it. Snooze that stupid thing. Don't do it, computer. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, and just over the horizon, you guys saw the tip of a mound coming up in the distance, and some figures moving to and from it, and radioed back to your command office to tell them, hey, we found something. We think it's a Zeta 6 hive, and they told you to go and investigate while their backup attempted to come and reach you. Some other patrols were sent, so they're a little short-handed. So they asked you to go and investigate and see if you could find any of your comrades surviving. And that's where we left off, is you guys at the edge of a river. And I will be playing Zach's character for a while. He was a juicer. Long Walker Sure-Shot was his name. And we will go from there. So you guys are at the edge of this river. It isn't quite raging, but it is a swift river. It doesn't look to be too deep. Maybe you guys can ford it. On the other side, you do notice that the plains that should be full of long golden grass blowing in the breeze has been fairly decimated. There's no longer grass. It is just a dirty field of nothing, essentially. The forest that may have once been there has all been possibly chewed away. It just seems to be dust now in front of you on the other side of this river.
Cool.
So what is your next move, group?
Ford the river, I guess.
I guess so.
How wide's the river? Isn't it pretty big?
It's not large, probably 20 feet wide. It goes up to maybe your shins as you start walking. As you do walk, you notice that the water feels kind of funky as you're walking. It seems to be thicker in consistency than it first appeared, and you guys slip and trip a little bit. And is this the right one that I wanted? He was a juicer, right?
Not Ghostbusters 2?
Not Ghostbusters 2.
River of Slime.
Their arm comes. So yeah, River of Slime.
Yeah, let's human chain across.
Human chain across. Is that the plan?
Just fly.
How wide's the river?
He said 20 feet.
20 feet. And there's 4 of us here. We're basically going to be stretching ourselves out as long as our hand span can go. If we were to human chain this, because there's only 4 of us here. And that's assuming we all stand 5 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh, don't look at me like that.
That may not necessarily be a bad plan, but it's up to you.
Or, let's see. We're on the forest side, right?
Yes.
Why don't we... Let's look around and see if there's like trees and stuff that are falling over. We could probably use that to cross. At least part way. Makes it a lot easier to move across the river.
So you're going to investigate and try to find some fallen trees?
Sure, I guess so. You probably still have rope in your survival pack, right?
Let me see.
Well, it doesn't say what's in your survival pack. It just says survival pack, and last time we decided rope was part of that.
All right, so are you guys going to investigate, or are you going to just continue to try and walk past this through this river?
If you want to investigate, go ahead and investigate.
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Okay. Let's make this a survival check.
What's
Do you have
base?
survival as a skill?
I'm not trained in that, so what would be my base roll?
Let me look that up real quick. Survival is smarts.
Okay, so D8. That sucks. That would have been an 8. Okay, I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Okie dokie. Make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay, so within any conceivable distance of you, you are unable to find any fallen trees, any branches or anything that could possibly help you in your quest to ford this river. In the meantime, Longwalker Sureshot just kind of glances around at you, seeking to find these, and just continues to walk and ford this stream. And he's like, I don't know what you guys are doing. And just
I'm gonna
walks.
shout, wait. I have an idea. You pull your rope out of the pack, tie it to a tree. If he's gonna ford, we give him the other end. He walks across and holds it while we cross while holding the rope.
Okay.
And that way, if he slips, he's at least holding onto a rope.
He will reluctantly concede to this plan and could start traipsing back.
Okay, take my rope.
Tie a rope to a tree.
I tie my rope to the tree.
Okay. And as you tie your rope to the tree, he grabs onto the one end, kind of wraps it around his hand a little bit, just to make sure if he does slip, it's not going to pull out, and forge the river. And even though it's pretty thick and sloshy around his legs, he gets to the other side without issue.
Okay, let's cross.
River of Swill.
I will cross holding onto the rope.
I will follow her.
Okay. Where did I put the... There it is. Okie dokie. All right. I believe the burster's name is Ariel. What is it you're doing?
Looking up how to fly.
You flap your arms and jump.
Apparently all you have to do is get hot enough.
Yeah, I'll just fly across.
Okay. And in a burst of flame that leaves a nice ring of fire on the ground beneath you, in the healthy part of the forest, you make it to the other side.
Well, whatever chili he ate, I'll make sure not to do the same thing.
Those survival rations. Okay. So after a nice fiery display, you guys make it across this river, and it is a desolation in front of you. The Zytosix hive that you're seeing is probably a good couple hours walk. You assume, maybe even closer. I don't know. It's kind of tricky to see since it's over the edge of the hills in the distance, and its size could be large or smaller. It's kind of hard to tell, but you're assuming it's going to be a few hours. But since there's this large amount of desolation, how do you guys want to go about approaching it?
There is no cover out there.
Not really.
How far out of the way would we have to walk to find cover?
Eventually, you're going to have to traipse through this no man's land. They've chewed the forest away on any side that you've been able to currently see.
So there's stumps remaining, right?
No, there's just big holes in the ground where trees might have been.
Jeez. Don't twist your ankle.
Running may be a dangerous thing here.
I don't know. What else can we see besides the big giant mound? Like, can you describe the layout of the terrain on this side of the river now?
Yes. So aside from the holes in the pits, from what looked like dissolved forest, you also see, as I said, that desolation of land. So there's not a whole lot around it. You do see some forest in the distance on your left and your right as you're staring ahead of you. It looks, you can see the bare landscape is kind of hilly and rolly before it gets off into the distance where the mound of these bugs is. So in the distance, it looks like a giant mud hut with like I said, figures kind of coming and going periodically. It looks really quite busy. But still not as large as some of the reports of these things that you've heard of in the past. So it's not as big as it possibly could be. You notice that pretty quickly, but it still seems to be a pretty large hive, very active one. And it looks like there are things crawling around on the outside as well as going to and fro.
What do you guys think? Should we make camp here?
No.
No, I don't want to be here at night.
No?
No.
Should we build at least some type of a fallback point if we need to make a quick escape?
You have like a bomb on you? Something?
Yeah, so remember about explosives?
I have
I
a
am
lot of weaponry, and that's pretty much it, but no explosives.
I have vampire fighting gear.
Hey, that's handy.
not at the moment.
No, not really. PPE points, right? Or anybody who has any abilities has PPE, right?
I have ISP, but
How do you?
psychic powers are ISP.
That's right. It's been a long time since I played Rift.
Do we dare walk towards it? Do we have any other option?
You could, I don't know, sneak. You could try and make something. There's loads of things you could try and do. It just depends on how much you want to hide yourselves. It's going to take time no matter what you do.
Branches over our head.
How flammable do the hives look?
How flammable do the hives look?
Does anyone have oil flax?
Yeah. Well, if it's
I have personality quirk pyromaniac.
Depending on what they make it out of, if it's mulchy, all the trees are down. If they work kind of like termites and some other things, it could be quite flammable. But you'd have to get there.
Well, I don't know, guys. What do you want to do?
What is our mission? So we know what happened to the other patrol, right? That was our mission, technically.
You're assuming the other patrol was taken by Zeta 6. You haven't clearly confirmed it. You haven't clearly confirmed it yet. But you've been given a secondary mission, which is to go and investigate the hive to see what you can find out.
We did. Medium, small-sized hive.
Well, you're not sure. The distance can be funky. You're not quite sure how far away it is. It's kind of rolling hills for a while, and there's a large hill in front of it, so you're not sure how far away it actually is from you. So for all you know, it can actually be a really small hive that isn't as far as you think it is, or could be a freaking enormous one really far away.
Doesn't someone have a laser rangefinder or something? Where's this freaking cyborg?
Like, you don't have one.
I know.
I
Hey, you
guess
guys-
we could go till we get to the top of the hill.
All right, we can do that.
Sneak towards the
I
top of the
far
hill.
away
Try to
for
stay.
you guys to die.
All right, so are we trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Yes.
No. I mean, yes.
So does everybody have a stealth skill that they can roll for?
Oh,
Yep,
D6.
I do. Mine's D6. That's mine. Go to the other tab. Go to the other tab.
It's not on the other tab.
Yes.
You opened the wrong thing. Where am I?
Hmm.
Oh,
No,
6.
it's not one of your skills.
I do not have stealth.
Okay, you rolled a 6, and Nolan, you can keep rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Exploding dice.
1.
Okay, well,
Hey, that's 7.
yeah.
I gotta roll for mine.
Okay, yours is a D6.
Okay, I rolled a 4.
Ooh. Lydia, what'd you get?
I don't have the stealth skill. What do I roll instead?
It would be agility.
Four.
Ooh. Okay. How quickly do we want to move? Do we want to go lickety-split, or do we want to take our time?
Let's take our time.
Take our time.
Yeah.
We have
Right.
backup. It's supposed to catch up with us, right? I hope. Hopefully.
Yes, the next team. That's scheduled to get wiped out.
Yes, eventually. It depends on how quickly they get back, if they get back from their own patrols.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Okay, so we, as a group, begin to move through this wasteland, and as we move, you can see that it is quite destroyed. I mean, there you do see closer of what would have been trees and roots and things, and they look like they've been kind of gnawed on, and there's a bunch of just dust everywhere as you guys are walking. So even though you do remain fairly stealthy, you do notice that you're leaving tracks and prints and things like that. But you do your best to sweep them away and cover it as much as possible. You notice in spaces that there are large globs of kind of this glue, this icky kind of gooey thing that you can only assume came from these creatures for I don't know, whatever purpose, perhaps building. You're not quite sure. And it takes you a good hour and a half to get to the top of this hill. And beyond the hill, you do notice that it is a fairly decent-sized hive. It's not huge, but it looks like it could cause a bit of an issue. You were instructed to maintain radio silence in your last broadcast until you had some solid information to report. So you do notice that it is looks like a giant termite hive, more or less, and there are creatures that are crawling around on the outside that look like they are building it. So you see them regurgitating pulp and then kind of patting it down to make this structure larger. You see a couple of warriors that are walking around kind of being alert and looking for trouble, and there are a number of workers that are flying to and from the structure from different.
Uh-oh.
So what is the plan?
You cut out there at the end.
You cut out like the last minute of that.
10 seconds.
You mentioned workers going to and from the hive, and then you cut out about there.
I saw that there's an unknown error. that was pretty much it. I asked what you guys were going to do from there.
Well, we can try and count their number and estimate the size of the hive, and then leave.
Well, okay, who's got a sniper type rifle? I have a pistol. Stop scrolling, it's in the tab.
Shush.
Long Walker has a laser rifle and a plasma ejector, which isn't doesn't go as far, but does.
Look through the scopes of your rifles to get a better, a closer view. And let's hunker down right behind the crest of this little hill.
Well, the plasma ejector does mega damage, so yeah.
We all do mega damage. I do mega damage with my bare hands. Okay, they're covering fire, but
yeah, not the same. Oh, mega damage.
I'll pull out my rifle and look through the scope.
Okay, Long Walker will follow suit. And you guys are counting? Is that what you said you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get an estimate on the population of the hive.
Okay. So you see 4 workers on the outside, on the side that you can see. I mean, you're only seeing the one side of it. So who knows, what's on the back end. But you see, or inside even, those on the outside, you see one rather burly-looking one as a guard that is standing kind of on top of the structure, and you see it kind of skitter around periodically to different sections and different points. You see every now and then, probably every, 10 or 15 minutes or longer, you'll see one fly up and kind of land on the hive and looks like it's going inside a bit, and then you'll after a few minutes, you'll see it take off and it will go a different direction, assuming it's the same one. And you'll see that happen, every 15 minutes. So who knows if it's the same one or, if it's many different ones, but every so often you will see another bug show up with what you could assume is because it's got a big clump of stuff as it's flying up, material for this building of this thing.
Any chance we can call in an airstrike?
You can. Whether it'll get there in time or not is...
Well, we've got solid data now. They wanted us to call it in once we had solid information, right?
Right.
So let's call it in. We can get orders from Central Command.
Okay, call it in.
Okay. So we call them. I guess I'll call them and fill them in on what we've seen so far.
Okay. Well, make the call.
I do. There you go.
While you guys are watching the hive, I'll just keep my eyes open for anything near us. I'll just keep looking around in circles.
Okay. You'll get a communications officer, and I'll say, yes, report.
We're how far away from the hive are we?
You would say probably about half a mile.
Okay. We're within half a mile of there's a Citicus hive, right? Do they know that already?
I believe you said that you thought there was one, yes.
Yeah. Well, okay. We've confirmed Zyticus hive. We're half a mile out, and I give the count of what we saw. How many warriors and workers and whatnot, and the estimated size of the hive.
Okay.
Don't forget to tell them that the forest here has been cleared of.
The forest has been cleared for building materials.
Yeah.
We assume the hive.
They're clearing the forest to create their hive, and expand its size, and they appear to be doing it quite rapidly. So far, we don't know if they've crossed the river yet. Doesn't look like they have, but once they...
I always mentioned something was wrong with the river, too.
Yeah, the river does not appear to be filled with ordinary water. There's...
Encounter some creatures that had extra bug parts.
Extra bug parts. Excuse me. Okay. The officer will confirm the receipt of the information and ask you to stay on the line for a bit, and he'll go, and you hear him kind of put you on hold, and you'll hear this nice calming hold music as he goes and gives his report to the commanding officer. And after 4 or 5 minutes, he'll come back and he'll say, okay, the officer has received your communique. Are you able to return in safety?
I think so.
I believe you can.
Affirmative. Please return at your earliest convenience. Because he's very polite.
All right.
Okay.
Let's bug out. No pun intended. Okay, go back to our...
stealthily return to the river.
Yeah, and go back to our original position in the forest on the other side of the river, and then make our way back to base from there. But we should also keep our eyes out for any other signs we might have missed on the way up regarding the other team.
And keep an eye looking back towards the hive.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay, you see Longwalker be very reluctant in putting away his gun to be able to travel back. He looks like he's itching to shoot something.
I know.
Too bad.
Think of it this way: you can save your frustration now to unleash hell on the hive later.
Fine.
Okay, now
I'm keeping it out just in case.
Guys, I know this is going to take a little bit of time too, but we should also cover our tracks since we're going back through the desert again. We don't want them to follow us out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fair plan.
Okay.
Oh, hindrances, death wish. Nice. Okay. You guys begin to make your way back, and I'm going to need... Eventually... Let's see, you guys are about halfway back to the river, and I need everybody to make me a notice roll.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Rolled a 2.
Please save us, Tim.
8.
Notice.
Okay. Yes.
Is that exploding dice on the notice roll?
Anytime. If you roll, it's yeah.
All right, so I rolled an 8.
Well, not anytime, but for the most part, yeah.
Plus 5, so total roll 13.
Nice.
No one paying attention.
Yes, so within some distance away, you begin to hear a buzzing in the air, getting closer to you. But you notice it in enough time to alert your comrades in arms.
Incoming!
And it gets louder and louder and louder, and you guys get to have initiative with the die, or the cards, because that's the way this game works. Initiative cards, which is neat and interesting. Remember, the Joker is wild, and you can do lots of cool things if you get the Joker. Okay, so this is the order we're going to go in. Remember your cards. So, Nolan, you get the 2 of Hearts. Tim, you get the 7 of, what is it, clubs? Lydia, you get the 7 of spades. Ooh, look at that. We'll go back over this. The game counts down from then. Joker is a hero we choose to wait and see. Interrupting melee attacks. Card is dealt. Every type of Game Master troops, such as zombies and all that, they get 1. You should give each group separate. The Game Master then counts down from the ace to the deuce. With each group resolving its actions when it's card. Spades are first, then hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Okay, so Lydia's going first, then Tim, then Nolan, and then the the bugs get the Joker.
What?
Hey, all random.
Random, he says.
Each type of Game Master troops share a card. Every wild card is dealt a single card. Any allies that player is controlling act on his card as well. Oh, I forgot Longwalker. Never mind, Longwalker gets the Joker.
Woohoo!
Yay!
There you go. Bugs get the 5. There you go.
Great for invisible characters.
Yeah. Okay. So what did I say? I said Lady Serena goes first. Lady Serena. And then it was the Mind Melter, Orson. Then the Burster. And then Longwalker is Wild. Longwalker. And then the Bugs got a what? They got a 5 of hearts. So they go before Nolan, Bugs, and Ariel goes last. All right. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, Lady Serena, what is it that you intend to do? These Zeta 6 warriors are about 200 feet out or so, but are quickly closing in.
I'm gonna pull out my laser pistol and shoot at him.
What about
Okay.
your rifle?
Is 200 feet worth it?
Well, do you have
I don't know, but
you have a better
need to
chance
check your
with your
ranges,
rifle than with your pistol? Because the range. Range is 100. After that, it kind of goes crazy.
Fine, I'll pull out my rifle and shoot at it. What do I roll?
Let's see, for a ranged attack, you are, let's notice the weapons on the number range. This is their short, medium, long, hitting target at short range is that. You are rolling, you should have a ranged attack score, I believe. Is that right?
Shooting.
Fighting, noticed, shooting, yeah.
Shooting. Oh, there it is.
Fighting,
Shooting
and
D8.
Shooting D8.
6.
A 6.
Okay, so a 6, and their parry. Is this the one that I want? That is the one that I want. Okay, so hold on, it's been a while. See damage, parry. Your shot goes wide. And the warrior kind of ducks and dives out of the way. That makes it...
All right, let's see. Well,
Do you have a long range weapon? Or
No, I
ability?
just have a laser pistol.
That
Okay.
is a ranged weapon, dear.
Yeah, but the range on it's horrible. I guess I could try to use it.
Do any of your mind powers reach that far? Do these things have minds?
They have a stuff you may not know of, because I don't know how well versed you are in Zeta 6 lore.
I don't. I only have Arcana knowledge.
Right, so what are you doing? You're going to hold your action until they get there?
Actually, no. I'm going to... I'm going to use the power to cast armor around myself.
Okay.
I'm going to use this time that they're incoming to equip myself. Be prepared.
All right, sounds good. So what are you doing then?
Armor.
Well, I know that, but exactly, like what's happening? How much does it add? Talk about the ability.
Okay, I gotta find it.
These ISP abilities, I think.
All right, hang on.
Where do I find it? Wait, this is it here.
There we go. Okay. Armor creates a field of magical protection around a character or an actual shell of some sort, effectively giving a target armor. Success grants a recipient 2 points of armor. A raise grants 4 points of armor. The benefit of this power does stack with normal armor.
Cool.
Its duration is 3, so 1 per round. Cost
All right, good
power points.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I guess it lasts for a total of 3 rounds.
Okay, sounds good.
Since I
Okay,
figured out close distance, by the time this spell runs out, I can just cast it again.
Probably, yeah.
Because I have lots of power points to spare. I got 30.
Nice. We'll keep track of them.
Okay, so I cast armor.
Okay. Cool. And Long Walker will take his turn. And he will shoot at the buggies as soon as I can find his shooting skill. Come on, I just had it. There it is, shooting. D10. Okay. D10. Can he beat Perry? He cannot. His own shot goes wide. No, wait, he's got a +2 because he has a Joker. He strikes one at a distance. Nails it. And can his damage do more than the toughness of the armor here? So he used his laser rifle. It's 3d6 +1. 1, 2, 3. And then he gets another +2 because of the Joker. They didn't suck. There's 9. That's 14. That's 3, 17. Nice. So he does 17. And they have a toughness that's 13, so they take, let's see, it's 4 points of damage. Yes? We do. 4 points. See if the damage roll is a success. It's shaken. Each raise 4 points on the damage roll means the victim suffers a wound. All right, so he takes one out. Boom! Straight out of the air. And there are 2 more of the bugs you guys see.
Yeah.
What?
Just wondering how many there were left.
Yes, there are 2 more that are still flying towards you. And that makes it the bug's turn, and they close the distance, and that's all they can do. And that makes it Ariel's turn. They have gone speedily and are now probably about, let's see, 150? No, that's not right. Yeah, about 100 and 120, we'll say, feet out.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
So, Nolan, it's your turn.
I will ignite my fiery aura.
Okay. What does that do?
It surrounds myself with a fiery aura at will, no roll required. The aura grants +6 armor, which stacks with the armor power, but not with normal armor. So it just replaces my armor I'm wearing, basically. But it has a damage field of 3d8. So
Hardcore.
I'll remain active for as long as I wish, unless incapacitated or unconscious. If I spend 3 ISP, then it becomes a mega damage. And I can extend the aura to a medium burst template, whatever that means.
Nice.
So don't stand next to
Taylor.
it.
Right. Flame on! You need to say it.
Which I think I will do. Flame on, and I will make it an aura around me for a medium burst template.
Nice. Okay, so if we're playing on the tabletop, that would matter more, but we're not.
Keep in mind there's like space around me that's fiery.
Right. Will do, and remind me if something gets close to you. Okay, so that is the end of the first round of combat, and that makes it Lady Serena's turn once again. Unless Longwalker decides he wants to go first.
Can I cast Smite on a Psy Sword?
I don't see why not. That's kind of the point of having them.
Okay. I whip out my Psy Sword, cast Smite as a free action.
Okay.
Can I still?
Should be able to.
And I attack.
Can you attack at 150 foot distance with your Psy Sword?
Oh, it's still that far? I thought they closed the
Yeah.
distance already.
To 150 feet. Or 120-ish, that's what I said.
Nah. Never mind, then I guess I'll shoot at it again.
Use your rifle.
Of course, that's what I'm holding.
Spit wads.
Yeah, I think it was the D8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. You are at a -2 since you're in a medium range, is that right? Ranges. Hitting a target at short range is a standard shooting roll with a T and a 4. Shooting a target at medium range subtracts 2 from the roll. Okay, fighting roll compared to the parry. So fighting is just... Hang on. Oh, I guess you just have to get a T and a 4. Okay, so you guys have to just roll above a 4 whenever you're shooting at anything. I thought it was actually compared to their parry. I mean, you guys still would have missed, but Longwalker shot would have been better. However, at medium and long ranges, it's at -2 and at a -4. So you still miss.
I suck at shooting.
Well, it's not your standard ability. Okay, Longwalker will go next because he wants to shoot more bugs. He gets a D10. Boom. And with his... Well, I guess that kind of cancels out. He misses, even with his Joker. His laser rifle, his trusty laser rifle. Because it's in a medium range, which is -2, and he gets +2, and he still does not beat a TN of 4. So he misses with his shot, and as shocked he is. Don't forget that you guys also have your bennies. which we will find those and read them. So a penny is used to reroll any trait test, so with your shooting and things like that. You can even keep spinning them until you get the result you want. You guys each have 3, and I have 4 of which to use against you. So actually, Long Walker will re-roll that shot. He will use a penny. This time he will hit, and roll his damage, which is 3d6. And he won't do as well this time. It's 13 plus 2, but still do enough, and be able to beat the armor of the Zeta 6. Drop another one out of the sky.
Man, why did I even bother?
Hey,
And then it will be Orson's turn.
All right. Maybe I can try mind reading it. Figure out what they're thinking. Let me see if I can find it.
even though we know squat about these creatures and it could end up being super powerful with its mind,
Yeah.
that would be a disaster.
That could very potentially be that way, yeah.
Hold on.
It's trying to find the ability description.
That's fine. I'm reading up on more of their abilities and what they do.
Okay.
I think that description is the mind walk ability, though.
Pace 12, D10 run, climb 0, 4 arms. Slow regeneration, trail scent, ultrasonic.
Mega
These are mega
powers.
powers.
Does it not give you a description of the ability in the character sheet?
Didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was looking for it.
You might have to go to the actual description of Mind Melter.
What's the power specifically called?
Mind reading.
Landwalker, Mind Melter. Oh, that'll be in the actual book, I think. The Savage Worlds book.
I just typed in mind reading and nothing came up.
In the Savage Worlds book?
Yeah.
The actual Savage Worlds book?
Yes. Savage World.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure.
Savage World Explorer Edition. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Correct. Alright, it might be in the roots. What?
I'm still looking for it here. I don't know where it is.
My SP30 powers telekinesis. Alright, have you look and did a word search?
Yeah.
And it still didn't come up with anything?
I'm looking in the Tomorrow Legion manual. Is there another manual I need to look at?
No, that should be the one.
Because it's under the greater powers list, but it's only giving me the mega power version. Mind reading to mind walk. So it's giving me the description of mind walk, but not mind reading.
Power mind reading puppet. That's funny. Hang on. Let's consult Google. Savage Worlds. Mind reading power. Telepathy, mind reading. Savagepedia, powers index. Okay, where are we going? This battle lust burst. Mental gaze, god touched. Mind reading. Detect surface thoughts. Okay, well, thank you. Low life setting, slipstream setting. I don't know. Sundered Skies. It doesn't look like it's actually in the core rules. Does it give a power cost on all that?
It should.
On your page.
Yeah, it costs 3.
Does it give anything else? Or does it just say mind reading 3?
Yeah, it says mind reading allows the character to read another's thoughts. That's it.
Well, that's probably it then. Yeah. Savage Worlds is really kind of simplified things. I mean, I don't know if there's a range to all. I mean, some of these, the attack powers and stuff. Yeah. But what's the difference between telepathy and mind reading in this?
Telepathy, you can communicate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. What?
Telepathy, you can communicate, send messages.
Mind
Mind reading is more passive.
mind reading. Passive. Okay.
I mean, it can be more invasive.
Looking at
Scanning surface thoughts. That is
right. Chapter 1, DBs, mutants, traits, skills, core edges, professionals, body armor. New powers, core arcane backgrounds, powers 109. 109. Welcome to the fun part of role-playing, people, where you're looking up rules.
Yeah.
Powers, telepathy. Okay, well, there's telepathy in that one. So this is part of the experience for retro role-playing, is through the rule books and do the awkward part so that people can see what it's like to play the game.
I mean, what are we even looking for now? I mean, isn't that just the power, the surface thoughts?
I think that's just it. It's just surface thoughts. I mean, I was expecting more, like, a range and, this is the kind of stuff that you can do. But if that's it, then you just detect surface thoughts of the creatures. And is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I'll do that just so I can figure out what prompted them to attack us since we were already leaving.
Okay, you can do that. And the only thing that you will get is catch or kill, and you hear that echoing over catch or kill.
Capture, kill, food, mating, sleep, capture, kill, capture, kill.
Food, mating, sleep. It's not Vikings. Rape, pillage, and rape.
Okay.
Vikings. So nice to do it twice.
Guys, we need to eliminate all but one. I want to try and interrogate one if we can.
Well, there's the only one left.
Are we down to one now?
Yes.
Okay, let's catch it.
Sorry, my powers aren't subtle.
Okay. It's the bug's turn, and it continues to close the distance, and it's a lot closer now. within short range for long rifle weapons, and probably not for a pistol. Hold on, let me look. No, it'll be all right for most weapons now. Still coming at you, but all right. That makes it Uriel's turn. Your flame on powers.
Are we capturing it then?
Yep.
Attempting to.
And I do nothing?
You would.
I only have kill everything, burn it down powers, so...
Kill everything, burn it down powers. It's the best description ever.
Everything I have burns stuff, so I don't know. I don't know how to strategically...
Well,
how do you
what's your
strategically long so it's captured? I was setting everything on fire to capture it. There's not a lot of it. Right?
No. What are your hindrances? Would you even follow this plan?
Probably not. Overconfident, vengeful, attractive.
Attractive?
I don't know if that helps right now, but...
I know you're going to look really pretty blowing things up.
Everything goes in slow-mo every time he does.
I'm just going to sit tight, I guess, because otherwise I'll...
Okay.
If it comes into my aura range, it catches fire. Otherwise, I'll just stay here.
Okay, I need all of you to make me another notice check.
Okay.
Notice yours.
I'm a
Yours was
D6.
up. Yep.
I'm a D6 and
There you
you're
go.
One!
Nice.
One.
Thanks.
8 again.
And I got one.
Nice.
It's wonderful.
8 again.
Wow. Does he get to roll a third time?
Nicholas, that's
Yeah,
2
you
back
keep
to
rolling
back.
until you don't.
Yep.
That's,
Where'd that go?
I don't know where it went.
Oh, there it is.
Roll out again.
Okay.
4.
4. So 20.
Okay. All right, so you definitely super notice, and so does Longwalker. That actually, because he rolled an ace also. He didn't get nearly as high as you did. He got a, what is that, an 18?
20.
But as this other creature's headed towards you, you both spin around. You hear Longwalker curse as another group of these creatures crawls up, and this time there's actually 6 of them coming from different directions. And now you are pincered in between these two groups. Well, I don't know if you could call the lone guy a group, but you have a number more of these creatures coming at you. So do we want to start a new combat, or do we want to go with the initiative that we had?
I say we run.
The other bugs are coming from the direction of the river. So they were behind you.
Light up the river. Maybe whatever slime and stuff is in the river is flammable.
That sounds like a terrible idea, and I don't think my code of honor would let me destroy the forest.
We're not destroying the forest. We're just lighting up the river.
How far are we from the river? I like this plan.
We don't even know if the river's flammable.
We're going to try. I mean, I can just...
Doesn't hurt to try. If it works, we get a barbecue, and if it doesn't work, whatever we use peters out.
One of my powers is literally called burn everything. Or everything burns.
But burn everything on the bugs.
Do it. Do it.
No, light the bugs on fire.
Burn the water.
No.
Here's the thing, is that the bugs behind you were coming from the direction of the river, which is also behind you. now at this point, since you turned around to fight the bugs that were coming at you from the hive direction. So if he's using his power and the river accidentally catches on fire because he's shooting at the bugs that are behind you with the river behind them, then accidentally...
Oh, we haven't made it to the river yet. Oh.
No, you
I'm
haven't.
still fine.
It's still some distance away.
I'm
Here,
not
what?
in fire. I don't see the problem. Just walk through the flame.
I'm not going to burn.
Let's go through the fire. Let's go.
Okay, so do we want to start a new initiative? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Now let's do
my gut says we should.
Okay. All right.
This turns out
So
badly.
you guys are gonna. It's gonna be combat turns regardless of what we're doing. I just want to know if we want to be dealt new cards or run with what we had before.
Yes, let's deal new cards.
No, let's stick with what we have. One of us has a joker.
Well, it's too late. You guys have made a decision. I've shuffled one. Okay, and we're gonna go from top bottom. Long Walker gets the 9 of diamonds. So we'll go. Hang on. Let's write your names down. Crap. Long Walker. I really need to turn my phone into a different setting. It's always... there it goes. Okay. And Orson gets the 7 of hearts. Let's go back to initiative. It is spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs. No, it doesn't matter. It's 9. And Lady Serena gets the 3 of hearts. Ariel gets a picture of Wesley and Buttercup. That is unmarked. It is not the wild card. You get the King of Diamonds. Oh, that's nice. Because he's going to do something inconceivable, apparently. And the bugs get the 9 of spades. Okay, so it looks like Ariel's going to go first this time.
Hooray!
I guess. Or how are we doing this, actually? I think we go spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs, and then go within number order in there. So who got spades? The bugs got spades, so I guess the bugs are going.
That was numbers, and then the suit breaks the tie.
That's what I was doing, but I think it's not actually supposed to do that. Each group resolving its actions when its cards comes up. Oh no, wait, you're right. Ties are resolved in suit order. Okay, so Ariel's going first.
Okay, how far away is the closest book?
Probably the one that was coming up from behind the one. The others are still within. The others are still within like 120 feet, and the other ones are the one behind you now. Since you guys kind of turned around to look, is probably 60 feet out.
It's too far. It's too far, man.
Still going to initiative. So it is the Ariel, the bugs.
Deal killing.
And then it was Long Walker, and it was Orson, and then Lady Serena. Okay. All right. So, Ariel, what are you doing? You can move, you know. You've got, like, movement.
Yeah, but it's only 6.
Yeah. Players have a pace of 6, meaning they can move that many inches on the tabletop and around. Characters may choose to run. This gives them an additional 1d6 of movement, but inflicts -2 penalty to any trait they perform. This isn't a trait roll, so there is no wild die, and it can't ace.
So...
Do you not have any ranged attacks with your bursters?
No. Yeah, it's 48 is long range.
Oh.
I'm all hand to hand.
Fair
Like, I have a fighting of D10 and a shooting of D4.
Nice.
So I'm pretty.
Okay, well you will.
Like
Yeah,
all
well
my,
you likely.
my powers are like fiery aura.
I said, well you'll likely be able to get into close range. Okay.
Yes, well, I'll start running towards the big group coming in. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just take them all on. Why not?
Okay. It's the bug's turn, and they will close the distance.
Keep in mind the fiery aura.
Yeah, the one bug will be within.
Oh, actually, I'll spend 3 ISP and make an mega damage capacity field.
Nice. Okay.
Might as well since it's on 1 right now, right?
Right. So the one bug will close to be within about 20 feet. He's still a little bit out, but it's within striking distance as Ariel takes off. Ah! Flaming jet. You do have a fly speed too, by the way. Don't forget.
If I had my fly power activated, my pace would double activate, and then I would have a pace of 12 instead of 6.
Right. And that makes it Longwalker's turn. Yeah. Makes it Longwalker's turn, and he kind of likes the idea of rushing headlong into combat. So he is going to do that and use what's called a burn. Longwalker in last call already. He can spend a burn. Wait, last call already? Last Walker is last call already. He can spend a burn to add a d12 to any trait roll or damage roll. Die he rolls at the beginning of each session to see if he might die. Okay.
What?
He's a juicer. They do crazy things. So they're for those who know about the universe, there are a number of different super crazy things. We talked about kind of the super craziness last time. So this class juicer, they are people who have been enhanced through stimulant drugs to be superhuman in many ways. And one of the things that juicers do in the Savage Rifts game is that they can kind of I think everybody actually can do the last call already, which is if you know you're going to go out, you go out with a bang. And with juicers, they can do what's called a burn, and they get to add special things to their rolls by their drug-induced craziness, and they get to roll a die to see if they get toasted or not by the end of it. So you can do really amazing, awesome, cool stuff, but also die a horrible death full of, drug-induced disgustingness. And drug-induced euphoria and tranquility is actually one of their abilities. Longwalker does not gain the benefits of the quick edge or the uncanny reflexes ability on the first round of combat. He's also added -1 to all smarts and smarts linked traits when not in combat. So all hyped up on his drugs. He's all about it. Oh, and it gets -2 to all abilities. Okay, cool. All right. So he takes off running with his chainsword and his pistol in hand. And that makes it Orson's turn. So you have an enemy pretty close behind you. The other bugs have closed in their distance. They are probably about 80 feet out now. And you have one that's pretty close.
How close?
I said within 20 feet.
I'm going to use my pistol.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Smite on it.
Okay.
I'm going to turn and shoot the one that's close.
Yeah. You know what? I don't really care. You can smite with your pistol. I don't know if you can or you can't, but you're going to.
I'm pretty sure I can.
I don't think it's
This power is cast on a weapon of some sort. If it's a ranged weapon, it affects one entire magazine, 20 bolts, shells, or arrows, or one full load of ammunition. While the spell is in effect, the weapon's damage is increased by +2 or +4 with a raise. So there you go. It's every shot you fire is now smited.
Smitten.
Smitten. It's in love with its target.
It goes straight to the target.
It wants
It
to make
loves
it.
its target.
No, I'm not going to say that. That's way too bad. All right.
It wants to get there as fast as it can.
That's what she said. All right, let's get going.
All right. Okay.
Hey, look, it's Joe. Hi, Joe, in the chat. Joe is in Japan, being a punk, doing amazing things. He's another one of our regular players who has joined in the chat. Pure love bullets, he says. Nice.
All right. Ranged is. I roll agility for that.
Shooting.
Shooting?
D4.
Shooting,
Yay! 3 on the D4.
You miss with your shot. No, wait. Is it just damage? Weapons damage increased by +2. Yeah, so you need to roll a 4 or above
Okay.
with your D4.
That's dumb.
Well, shooting's not your thing. Okay, Lady Serena. 'Tis your turn.
Okay.
An enemy is nigh unto the gates.
Well, then I shall cast Smite on my Psy Sword, and I shall run at that close one. Am I close enough
Okay.
to hit it?
We'll say yes. Just because. 20 feet's still kind of a ways, but I don't care enough.
Okay. I swing at the bug.
Do so.
That fighting?
Yes.
2. I'm having
Fighting.
horrid luck today.
Yeah. Welcome to Retro Roleplaying, where we consistently roll badly. Is that right? Yes. Poorly would probably be a better word. Roll a fighting skill roll and compare it to the opponent's parry. It denies your strike as it uses one of its pincers to swipe away your Psy Sword. Because apparently they can do that. And that makes it Ariel's turn.
Okay.
You have charged and they have charged. We will say you guys are within close enough distance for you to maim and bruise and set things on fire.
Excellent. How many of them? I'm going to move to get as many of them in my aura as possible.
Okay. They've kind of spread themselves out as they're coming because they all kind of came from different directions behind you.
Okay.
So you could probably get 2 of them in of the 6. So there were 6.
I will attempt to do that because at the end of my turn they take 3d8.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. You will be able to catch 2 of them within your fiery aura, and then you hear them start to crackle as their carapace cracks in the heat.
Excellent. So we'll roll damage. Okay.
Did you make an attack? Are you like melee fighting them?
It's just an aura. So anybody in the aura takes. It's a damage field.
Okay.
If they end the turn in my damage field, they take 3d8.
Well, no, I'm just curious if you're actually going to like walk up and punch one or do something.
I would if I can still have 2 in the field. I was going for numbers
Yeah, you can.
because I'll punch one.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay.
Burning a finger.
Yes. I rolled an 8 on my fighting roll.
Okay. You will burning finger one.
Hooray! Okay, I rolled 15 damage.
Okay. You will burn through its head carapace as your hand goes through and connects with a bunch of goo as it splits apart, and then the other one will take your 3d8 points of damage.
Okay, I will roll again. 19.
19. Ouch. Okay, and the other one will burst into flames, and its ichor will spray everywhere as it begins to boil within its shell.
Nice.
And that leaves
Super.
another 2. So does the bug's turn. And they will begin to attack Longwalker. Where are we? We're in fighting. D10. Oh, that is a miss. It's also a miss. That one. Will it actually hit him? No, go back down to his stats. Parry. That one does not. Man, they all suck. Okay, well, none of them hit anything. Oh, there's that one. That is by Lady Serena. Who will attack. Ooh, that one actually did hit. And since that's a 10, it will be probably beat your parry. What is your parry score, Lady Serena?
6.
Yes, it very much beats it. So it will hit you with its Zeta 6 long sword, which is strength plus a D8. Armor piercing 1, mega damage. 8. There's an 8. I need an 8. D8. There we go. So that's a terrible score. Strength plus a D8. Strength is this one. What is your toughness?
Altogether, it's 15.
Okay. It does not make it... It hits you, but it doesn't make it through your toughness, your armor. So it makes contact and just kind of stops, and you're all... And that makes it Longwalker's turn. So he has pulled out his chain longsword. And swings.
Servicing. It's good.
Yeah. And he swings it at the bugs. And he uses his fighting skill, which is a D8. And that is a miss. Right? Yes. And all of his screaming and fancy pants, he misses. Because that's so anticlimactic. Okay. That makes it Orson's turn.
Okay. Let's see. The one that's close by me, is that still closing distance?
It's fighting me.
Oh, it's fighting you?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Where are you in relation to me? Where's your position?
I'm assuming we're near each other.
Right, you could move within range of everything if you needed to move.
Can I shoot at this thing point blank?
Flank. I don't think you get bonuses for flanking in this one.
Even so,
His pistol is smited at the moment.
like, come on, I gotta be close enough to hit it.
You can be close enough. You can walk up there and smack it.
Can I be close enough to stick the barrel of the gun against its armor and pull the trigger?
I don't think it would hold still long enough for you to do that.
At least just
It
close
is
enough.
actively incompetent.
Just don't shoot me, okay?
All right. I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Pull again.
3 again.
Okay, your shot goes wide and almost hits Lady Serena.
I'm right next to it.
You suck at shooting worse than me.
How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you.
Because you have to roll a 4.
You can reroll.
Yeah, you can use Benny if you want.
Might as well.
Okay, I'll re-roll.
I know, like we're almost done playing, so I might as well just burn them all.
I got a 1 that time.
Okay, let me do something then.
I'll shoot myself.
No, but your gun explodes. How much does one of your rounds do?
2d4 plus 1 plus 2.
Okay, well, roll that. See if you can get your own through your own toughness.
4. There's the 4 I needed.
For damage.
Wait, he's not done.
Plus 2 is 6. Plus 1 plus 2 is 9.
You don't even make it through your own armor.
Well,
Right?
you did cast your armor spell on yourself.
I did.
So your armor would be 11 plus 2 plus. So
13.
yeah, 13.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so you're good.
You singed your hand. Ow.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't have
also-
a gun.
And that makes it Lady Serena's turn. As you watch Orson walk up to try and give you some assistance, and the gun explodes in his hand.
Well, I'm going to ignore him and swing at the bug again. Where is the D8? Stop losing it. 7.
For your attack?
Yeah, for my fighting roll.
Okay. A 7 will just make it. So your side blade finally finds purchase as you duel with this creature.
And that's my damage there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 5
7.
plus 1. Damage of 8.
However, his strong
Plus 2.
insectoid...
Oh yeah, plus 2 I smited, so it's 10.
Yeah, it's 10 because you had the smite bonus on it.
Yeah, I forgot smite.
still turns her side blade because they have a toughness of 13.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that
Last night or something.
forgot to take your juice. That makes it Ariel's turn.
Hooray! Alright, I punch. Is there anybody near me? Where's the nearest one?
You would have to move a little bit, but there's plenty within you.
Okay, I will punch the next one.
Okay, you will move within distance, and long walk over will kind of go and back off a bit.
Oh yeah, the burning. I'll turn that down.
Sorry, dude. Okay, so make your attack roll.
Okay, 7.
A 7 will definitely hit. You do your burning a finger one more time.
13.
13 will just barely make it through their armor. It's technically 13, so since all Mook guys have 1 hit, 1 kill in this game, which is nice, so you don't have a bunch of goblins running around jacking stuff up all the time if you don't do a whole ton of damage. He collapses into burning flames like his comrades before. Okay, that makes it the bug's turn. There are 3 bugs left. No, 4.
Burning finger. That's G Gundam, right?
Yeah.
I finally thought about it. Man, I hate G Gundam.
Yeah, it's not my favorite either. People really liked it in the States for some reason. I don't know.
It's very Dragon Ball Z
It is very Dragon Ball Z, but with giant robots.
and
And-
really horrible racial cliches.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the African Gundam, like a Zulu warrior.
The Mexican
Or the
one.
Netherlands Gundam. Yeah, the Mexican with the sombrero.
Yeah, and the yeah, and it had a cactus like arm. Spikes
Yeah.
on.
The Netherlands one is still one of my favorites, where it was a giant windmill that transforms. Yeah. That was
No,
terrible.
not good.
No, it's not good. Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about G Gundam. That's not what the show is about. We're playing games. And I totally got derailed. The bugs. There was 4. That's right. Okay. So Lady Serena gets attacked by a bug. Things getting glitchy. Hello.
Well, I can hear you.
Okay.
So I'm getting
Continue.
attacked by a bug.
You are getting attacked by a bug. And I rolled an 8. What was your parry again?
6.
6?
Yep.
Okay, so it hits you. With its Zeta 6 longsword. And that is strength plus D8, which was this. It does... What is that? Math. 15?
That is my toughness.
That's your toughness. Okay, so it... And then you've got... how much armor? No. It gets absorbed by armor. That's right. Because you have a parentheses, right?
Yeah.
After that? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it gets absorbed. Anyway. I think you have to beat toughness. Hang on, let me read that again just to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, damage. Melee damage is figured by rolling the attacker's strength die and the weapon's damage die and adding the results together. A hero with strength D8 and a short sword D6, for example, deals D6 plus D8 with, as always, these dice ace. Don't add wild dice. Okay. After hitting, your damage is compared to the opponent's toughness. Damage rolls have successes and raises just like trait rolls. If the damage roll is less than the target's toughness, the victim is beaten up a bit, but there's no game effect. If the damage roll is a success, equal to or higher than the victim's toughness, he's shaken. Place the figure on its back and mark it with a red gaming stone to show its status. So you are shaken. Shaken characters are nicked, bruised, or otherwise rattled. Characters can become shaken by tests of will, results of fear, and most commonly damage. Shaken character automatically attempts to recover at the beginning. Let's see, you may only move half their pace and perform no other actions. So you can retreat at half of your pace, but not do anything else. A shaken character automatically attempts to recover at the beginning of each action by making a spirit roll. Failure means he remains shaken. With a success, the recovery check consumes the hero's entire round, but the character recovers and can remove his shaken counter. With a raise, the character recovers instantly and may act normally. If a shaken character is shaken again by a damaging attack, the character takes a wound instead. Getting 2 shaken results is an effective tactic against opponents with high toughness scores.
Okay.
Joe, what do you mean? Yeah, sorry, Joe made some comment. What is this stuff you talk about? Didn't see any of this stuff yesterday. Dude, if you were in Akihabara and never saw Gundam, you are not looking around. It is all over the place. Yeah. Giant robots, Joe. We'll have to show you sometime.
He's spending all his time in the maid cafe.
Yeah.
Stop
the maid
spending
cafe.
Time in the maid cafe, you weirdo.
No. He did buy a Mickey Mouse themed Optimus Prime figure though. I kept telling him. Yeah, I know, right? He needs to name it Optimum Mouse. Yeah, that's gotta happen. I'm gonna call it Optimum Mouse from now on. Just if Joe doesn't officially name it that, it is that. Optimus Sarcasm tends. Yeah, Optimum Mouse. Yeah. Okay. I figured you were being sarcastic, by the way, Joe. I'm just saying. Yeah. Gundam all over in Akihabara. Okay, where am I going? It is the other bugs will try and attack. I'm super getting derailed now. It's getting late. I'm starting to lose concentration. That is a hit. Long Walker takes 2 hits. Oh no, that's the wrong dice. I need this one, and I need this one. Long Walker sure shot. It's been that sure shot. That doesn't work. And that one doesn't go past his toughness. Okay, now it is Longwalker's turn. He is going to attempt to fire. Or no, he's got his chainsword, and that is an actual raise, so he gets 11, and that'll do it. And he gets his chainsword actually does something. Yay, chainswords! Man, I love chainswords. Just the idea of a chainsaw as a weapon, like a sword, is just stinking awesome. It's half the reason why I loved Army of Darkness.
Pretty sure they have weapons like that in Warhammer too.
Yeah, they do. 40k anyway.
Yeah.
Those are always fun, especially like the first-person shooters that they came out with, even though they kind of sucked. It was always like watching blood go everywhere. Made me happy inside. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? It's twisted, but it makes me happy. Okay. Armor piercing 2. Okay, which means... Ooh! He chainsaws through. There's bug guts and chitin flying everywhere as he tears through one of the bugs. And that makes it Orson's turn.
It's a good thing we're over by the one bug and they're over by the group because we're sucking and they're doing so well.
I know, right? They're all like, eh.
Hey, I failed at everything else up to this point. So.
And it makes me remember the Lord of the Rings 5th edition game we were playing, where I was like amazing that first time, and then like failed miserably everything else. Couldn't even climb a freaking mountain.
Yeah.
I had to have someone pull me up with a rope.
The ravine almost beat us.
Terrible.
I remember that. Okay. I'm going to use mind control.
Okay, fancy.
So it's a greater power, costs 6 power points.
Okay.
Greatly enhanced version of Puppet allows the user a longer period of control. Success increases the duration to 1 minute. For the raised duration is extended to 5 minutes. With 2 raises, it becomes 10 minutes. Issuing a command is a free action, but maintaining control requires concentration, inflicting a -1 penalty on all other actions while the power is active. Anytime a target is forced to do something completely against its nature, he gains a new roll to break control. A success enables him to resist the action, doing nothing instead. A raise means he's completely free of the power. If the caster has and uses telepathy on the target, she may extend her control on him to any distance, even out of her sight. That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
Yep.
So what does it roll to resist? I missed that part.
No,
That's not the one I wanted either. Or does it roll to resist even?
it does not. I literally take control of it.
I thought it just...
Wow, that's...
Anytime a target is forced to do something completely against his nature, he gains a new roll to break control.
So he does get a roll, but what does he roll?
Yeah, a new roll to break it. That's why there is one. It's probably in the main rule book.
Yeah, I'm just reading it from my end.
That's fine. I gotta find... There we go. Well, it's gonna take a couple minutes for that to load. I would assume that is probably an imposed smarts check. Right?
Maybe.
But my rule book is taking forever to load. Loading. I had you loaded up on purpose for a reason. Why is it taking forever? Ah, there it goes. Alright. So we are looking for special powers. Gear, arcane backgrounds, not what I want. Tax adventures. Where's the powers? Where are the powers? Gear, wild cards, combat action, movement, specials. Damage. Effects. Where are the powers sections in the main rulebook?
I have it open.
You have it open?
I already did.
I thought I had it open too, but mine's not. Where it is using powers. There we go, it's in the 80s. Alright.
No, I don't
Okay.
anymore. I did though. Oops.
Oh, don't do that. Okay. Scrolling takes forever.
What are you looking for?
I am looking for mind control. Has a power. Okay, characters using powers.
Okay. Range, smarts.
Throw, deflection. Tangle. These are all. Smite. I'm not seeing any. Maybe there's a book I'm missing that has the psychic stuff in it.
Puppet is an opposed roll if the character's arcane skill versus the target's spirit.
Okay. So, I don't think you have an arcane
He does.
roll.
Or similar.
Right. What are the skills and stuff that you have, Tim?
My skills?
Yeah.
Fighting, intimidation, knowledge, arcana,
Yeah.
notice, psionics, shooting, and stealth.
Intimidation, knowledge, arcana. Well, knowledge, arcana isn't really. Well, it'd probably be psionics then. Your psionics skill
Yeah, make a psionics roll. That makes more sense.
versus the Zeta 6 spirit. To see if you can dominate his will. I'll let that back up.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10. That's max.
Keep
Well,
rolling.
keep rolling.
And 8.
So
That total
18.
roll 18.
Okay. Versus its spirit, it rolls a d8. Ooh, and that is an 8. Ooh, and that's not going to work because that's a 1, so that's 9. Okay. So you have dominated the Zeta 6. What is it that you want to do?
He's just going to hold still and turn around and start slowly walking back.
Okay. It only lasts for like a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It'll do that. Since it's not not asking it to harm itself or anything else, it'll turn around and start to walk back to the hive. And that leaves 2 the other bugs left. And the Lady Serena, it is your turn to attempt to get out of your shaken.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What do I?
You make a spirit roll.
Okay.
D8. So that one.
This is the worst night ever.
She rolled a 1.
Roll a
Oh, reroll. Burn out your.
I'm gonna reroll.
Reroll.
3.
So she still fails.
Do you have an edge called Elan?
Called what?
ELAN? No?
Her only edges are ambidextrous, arcane background,
Champion.
champion, common bond, sweep, and two-fisted.
It's okay. It just means she's still shaken. She doesn't take any other. If she takes more damage or she's shaken again, then the bad stuff starts to happen. She starts taking wounds, but that is not what's happening at the moment.
So I just
Okay.
sit here?
Essentially, yeah. You're just kind of like, ooh. And that makes it Ariel's turn.
That's me. Okay. Is there any more near me to punch in the face?
You'd have to travel a little bit, but yeah.
Within walking, running distance of punching in the face.
Right. Within moving distance, you can punch them in the face, yes.
Okay. I move to that one and punch it in the face.
Ugh.
And I roll a 7 again.
Okay.
And I do 15.
Okay. 15 will make it through their toughness. And you get to roll your damage.
I did 15.
Oh, that's right. 15 is the damage, yes. So you make it through the toughness, and you also melt that other one.
This is what I do, and pretty much the only thing I do.
Well, it's working quite well.
My range is 12 feet for like all my powers. If they're not point blank, I can't do anything.
Okay. That makes it the one bug's turn left. And it will continue to try and attack Long Walker, which was this die. And it will... Where's it? What's this? Parry. It will just make it. And that is strength. Is this one plus this one. But it will not do enough to make it through the toughness. Which makes it Long Walker's turn, who will take his plasma ejector. Because why the heck not?
Shoot me with it.
And
Go ahead. Do it.
use his giant friggin' plasma
Shoot me.
rifle.
Shoot me.
It's fine.
It doesn't even hurt.
That bug.
Oh, I need another D10. Where's another D10? I need a 10. There it goes. Plasma rifles are fun. That's 16. That's 28. And he splashes it to
Liquefied it.
bug all apart.
How much damage?
28.
Holy cow.
It does
That's a lot.
3d10.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a plasma rifle, dude.
Well,
Vaporized it.
He did indeed. Okay. So you guys, having slain this next group of bugs, see in the distance and begin to hear a larger buzzing noise.
Run!
Is that your plan?
yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay. Hang on.
Back to the river.
One second. Okay, so you guys take off back to the river, and you hear that sound still in the distance, closing in. Do you guys want to run through the river? Do you guys want to slow down and take it cautiously? How do you want to cross and ford this thing?
I will fly.
You will fly.
Let me see if I can do anything.
You could telekinesis across us the river.
Oh, maybe I could. Yeah, I could. I got power points left.
Does
That's
it give
what-
weight
that's what-
requirements?
Do you have the bigger one?
Telekinetic strength is calculated on the spirit die with 4 die steps headed. The sonic plus spirit of 8 has an exalted telekinesis strength. 4 plus 3. That's huge. I was using exalted telekinesis. Super strength table. You can lift and manipulate the successful. You can use the aluminum column.
Does it give weight requirements?
Yeah.
How much you can lift?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if it's on this page. Load faster, dang it. Okay.
I know, I'm a problem too. I'm killing my bandwidth. Too many devices running on it at the same time.
Okay, so I'm going to try and use greater telekinesis to get us across the river.
Okay. Do it.
I got to check the weight limit, though, to see how many people I can take across.
Sure.
As soon as it loads, it takes forever to load. Crappy computer.
Man, I want a railgun.
Yeah, no, I'm working off of a really old one. Who's got a rail gun? What?
I like railguns.
I thought somebody said just rail gun, like out of nowhere. I was like, oh, okay.
I wish I had a railgun.
Oh, yeah.
They're really
Railguns
heavy.
are nice.
So, was it spirit? 10? Strength 10. Hmm.
A heavy missile is $30,000.
That's surprising.
Where's the powers list? There it is. Okay. Telekinesis. Let's do this. What? Okay. Using exalted telekinesis, caster's telekinetic strength calculated as his spirit die with 4 die steps added. So my spirit is
D10.
D10 plus 4. So that would be D12 plus 3. So on this table, it's D12 plus 3. My load limit is 500. Max weight is 1 ton.
Well, then you can lift the both of you, I think, without much of an issue. Okay,
Man,
so
why was I using that earlier?
Get us over the river.
Okay.
So you all fly across the river, and you take Long Walker with you when you guys make it to the other side of the river.
Okay, now light the river on fire.
Do it. I see if it works. I shoot the river.
Sure, why the heck not? You ignite the river on fire. It burns up pretty quickly, and it creates this big wall of flame that's 60 feet high.
Hooray!
I feel like this is something out of an action movie, this wall of napalm going off.
And then it proceeds to ignite some of the surrounding forest.
Well,
Okay.
you can't win them all. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's
This
go.
seems to be a theme of ours.
Joe just said the same thing. What's with fire and our sessions? Fire is pretty.
It's
And
literally
it keeps you
my reason
warm.
for being.
I can't believe it worked.
Okay.
Well, at least we have a little bit of a buffer zone on our side of the river, so they can't immediately come here and start taking trees and stuff down.
I don't know, do they fly?
Yeah,
you burnt it all. Yeah. Okay, so the forest is starting to burn around you, and the Ariel is the only one who isn't flammable. So what are you guys going to end up doing?
Don't worry, I can suppress fire.
Keep running.
We're gonna keep running.
Okay, welcome, Zach. Can you hear us?
Oh, work.
Yeah, dude. Work.
Oh.
We all do it. Well, thanks for coming anyway. I know you just got off of work. It's
Well,
hardcore,
it's all
dude.
good. I got here up as fast as I could, so.
Yeah. All right. So you picked up the last few minutes of what we were doing, so I'm not going to try and fill you in on everything. However, at the beginning, they went to inspect the Zeta 6 hive. They found a number of workers and warriors, and then they were going to return to base and got hijacked and attacked. And now they are escaping in flames back to base.
Gotcha.
That river you guys came across last time was filled of a kind of oozy water, not normal water, and they have since set it on fire. So there's a great conflagration going on around you guys. Horde of Zydus also. So what is the plan?
Run.
Yeah. Sounds like a run.
Okay. What was your path? Because remember,
Say that again. You glitched.
so you guys
Yeah, he gone.
dropped down a cliffside to get to where you are now. What's your plan to get back?
Fly.
Can you telekinesis us again? Do you have enough points?
Yeah, but then I'm spent.
Yep.
If I use telekinesis to lift everybody down, I'm spent. I got no power points left. I kind of need them because I don't have a weapon.
You can have my pistol.
Find a rope, and that will take some time.
Dude, there are plenty of weapons in this group. Just borrow one.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can grab my pistol.
I don't even know why I have it.
All right,
There
so
you go.
My laser rifle, if you can get us up the cliff.
All right.
Shooting.
Okay. As you guys stand in this burning forest and debate about how to get up this cliffside, you see in the distance and can count 20 pricks of aerial targets headed your direction.
Get us up the cliff now.
Okay. I'm going to spend the rest of my power points to use Exalted Telekinesis again and lift my party members again up the cliff.
Okay. You all begin to float with an unnatural force up to the cliff, up through the cliff edge, over the side, and drop down to safety. And your mind melter is looking rather spent and huffing and puffing.
Okay, grab the rope. Let's not leave it behind for them to follow us with.
Dude, they fly. They're bugs.
Okay,
Well,
forget
I
it.
grab my rope anyway and keep running.
You just coil with your rope.
Don't untie the loop. You can use it in lasso one.
I don't
Nice.
tie it. I'll just slice it off and keep running.
Okay, we made it up the cliff. Let's run back to base and let's call in an airstrike.
Okay, well, base is some ways away.
We can call
And
it.
Zeta are coming in faster.
We need air support. We can't handle these 20 bugs.
Maybe I can. I don't know. We haven't tried.
Try.
Should I open my account? Okay. Don't do anything stupid with my character.
Okay.
He said not to do anything stupid with her character. No promises.
Yeah. Okay. When you guys get to the top of the cliff, after a few minutes, maybe trying to catch your breath, you'll hear some underbrush start shaking and crashing as something tears through. and you see an ATV kind of break through, and a couple of others show up.
I hope those are ours.
And yes, they are yours. So your backup has been sent to you, and you have, say, D12. You have 9 soldiers that have shown up to assist you. They bring orders to say that any of these creatures that have are hunting you, you need to eliminate them as much as possible.
Now that we've got backup, digging in and I'm shooting.
Okay. So remember there were 20 of them that were chasing you. This one does not belong in here. I don't know why it keeps making its way in there. And they have brought plenty of guns with which to shoot things. So everybody can have a laser rifle and 2 grenades each. Okay. And we will go through initiative order. Okay, so Long Walker, Sure Shot. You have the 3 of hearts.
Hooray.
Orson, you get the Jack of clubs. Hang on, so let's see. We've got Orson so far as the Jack, and what did I say? Long Walker. Is that? Okay. What are we going with? Lady Serena has the 4 of clubs.
What was that?
She has the 4 of clubs. Lady Serena.
Okay.
Initiative order, Serena. And Ariel has the 8 of spades. And the soldiers get the Joker. And the bugs get the King of Diamonds.
Oh, junk. I think my pen just ran out of ink.
Okay. I said 9 soldiers, right?
Yep.
All right.
They sent 9 soldiers against a hive?
Well, they've got you guys.
Oh,
They sent what they could spare. They got guns and stuff.
is there anything on the ATV?
I would take
Actually, yeah, the
support we
ATVs
can get.
aren't. They have a light railgun and mini missile launcher.
Now we're talking.
I'm on that. That's mine.
So each of those came with those weapons. So they have a fixed light laser gun. What was that?
How many ATVs came?
9 to carry the soldiers. Each of them had one.
Oh, okay. So each of the ATVs has a light railgun on it?
Yep. So they just show up and all these bugs are coming. They're like, and you're like, get off! But
It's 2d10 plus 4 damage with a range of 100, 200, 400.
that's a long range.
That's awesome.
AP 10.
Oh, man. Take that! Railguns, man. Gotta love them. Okay. So it is the bug's turn, and they're just closing distance. And they will say are about 400 feet out. And that makes the soldier's turn, but maybe not say of the Joker, which is kind of a lousy waste of a Joker. But we'll make it Orson's turn. The soldiers will wait for orders or wait to see what's happening. So, Orson, what are you doing?
Oh, great. I'm going to go ahead and direct the soldiers to man the railguns since we have the range advantage on those.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to make it so each man aims at one bug. If we can successfully score 9 hits, that's half the critters that we've taken out. Almost.
True enough. Let's see, how many D8s do I have on hand? Why do I have so many?
Each have light railguns on. And I'm commanding the troops to shoot at the bug. 9 troops with railguns at 400 yards. We take out half the bugs in one salvo.
4, 6, 8.
Good.
I am 1 D8 short of being able to have all of these roll at the same time. That's really stupid. Right now, anyway. Once I get the last Kickstarters I backed last year, I'm going to have a crap load of them. But okay, so here are 8 of these, and that is 2 misses. Yep, 2 misses. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. You said they were how many each, Nolan? The railguns 2d10?
2d10 plus 4.
Plus what?
Yeah.
2d10 plus 4 for light rail.
Alright. Alright. Okay, so here is the first one.
Man, good call.
Mini missile launchers have the same range.
What was that?
Mini missile launchers have the same range.
Okay.
They do 5 6 damage.
So that first one does exactly 13 for ties the toughness. So tie toughness still takes them down.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah. That one will beat it. And they're armor piercing too anyway, right?
They're AP like 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so
This almost isn't fair.
I think it's very fair.
it's 2 bugs.
If you ever have to fight a fair fight, you messed up.
It's kind of funny watching them sit there and count.
I think you're tired.
So glitchy.
Watch the brain cell burning.
I'm out of the camera range over here. And I can just look.
Can't hear you, Nicholas.
You're muted.
Oh, he's trying to get his sound to work.
Am I working again?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay. Man, I hate it when that happens. All right. Nolan, what were you doing? What was?
Chilling.
Well, they
Right.
did give you a laser rifle.
I heard none of that because your sound glitched out the entire time you were calculating those out.
Oh, did it? What was the last thing you guys heard then?
You started counting up the damage on the first bug, and then the sound went out.
Really? That long? Okay. Well, 6 things hit. 6 bugs actually popped. The other one didn't actually hit it. So, I mean, it hit it, but it didn't get through its toughness, even with the armor piercing and stuff, because he rolled that badly. Anyway.
Still, 6 from 20 is pretty dang good for 400 yards.
Yeah. So, that makes it Ariel's turn.
I can't shoot nothing.
No, and your rifles don't actually go that far anyway.
Like my shoot is a D4, and at long range it's -4, and I need a 4.
You have a pistol.
Hey, if you rolled a 4 and then another 4, you would hit.
You're right. That's true. I would. So no, I'm not going to shoot stuff. I don't shoot stuff.
No, you don't shoot stuff. Okay. Lady Serena, it's your turn.
I shall attempt to shoot with my rifle.
It's like 400 yards away.
Maybe I'll get lucky. I mean, what else can I do while I'm sitting here? Am I still shaking, or is that gone?
No, we'll say it's gone.
Okay. Okay, I shall attempt to shoot.
Running for your life made you unshaken.
Forget what's my shooting.
Shooting is D8.
4.
4. She rolled a 4 on her shooting.
Okay. Well, she's at a long range, so it's at a -4. So she rolled a 0.
Well, the 4 is probably the highest thing I've rolled all night.
It probably has been. It's been really bad. Okay, Long Walker. If he's there.
It's
Muted in the videos. There it goes.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Yeah. I know, you mute yourself when it's not your turn.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
yeah.
I'm just rhyming everybody. Alright, but yeah, it is your turn.
All right, so they're what, about 400 feet out? It's outside the range of my plasma projector. Are any of those rail guns free?
If you kick the guy off the
ATVs?
scooter, the ATV.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Shove the nearest guy the hell out of the way, because I'm obviously a better shot than him.
Okay.
I'm just going to attempt to fire the railgun into the cloud of freaking Zygot coming this way.
Do it.
All right. I rolled an 11 to hit.
11 is enough.
What's the damage on the railgun here?
2d10 plus
It was-
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
2d10
Yeah.
plus 4.
2d10.
With
Okay.
AP 10. Yeah. Okay. With AP 10, yeah. You vaporize one. Okay, and that brings it to the top where it's the bugs. And they're coming in, and they're within, we'll say they're moving, booking fast, within 200 feet of you guys now. And that makes it Orson's turn.
Okay. I'm going to direct the soldiers again to use their railguns.
Okay. All right, then they will take their initiative turn, and that makes it more dice.
Light them up.
I actually get to roll 8 this time, since Longwalker's sitting on an ATV. Ooh, there's a lot more misses. Actually, only one of them hits. Out of all those guys, only one of them actually hits. And he does... Let's see, AP10. Oh, and he actually does enough. Barely. He barely does enough to take one out. Straight through it, and then it falls. And that leaves 12 left? Is that right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ariel, that's your turn. Will you continue
They're
to
gonna
tow?
be here, I think, next round, so we gotta make this quick.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Holding isn't bad. Lady Serena.
Attempt another shot.
Okay.
Actually, I'll start walking out in front.
Can I roll again? How many of those re-rolls do I have?
You had 3.
Let me try
I
that
could
again.
use 2.
I quit.
She rolled a 1 on a D8.
Nice. She's already done it.
Yeah, I already did
You
it.
can keep going.
Oh, she only gets the 3. She's used 2 of them. Oh, she's used all of them. This game. Okay. All right. Where was I? That was Ariel, Lady Serena, Longwalker. Your turn. On your ATV of doom.
All right, just gonna keep at it with the railgun if I can.
Yeah.
Now, when they close too close, I'm obviously gonna switch to the plasma.
Right.
But that's because it does like a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
These ATVs with only rear guns. All right.
Killed all the enemies. I helped.
7 to hit.
All right.
Good enough.
It is definitely good enough. Shooting is 4.
Fair enough.
As long as you roll a 4 above, you hit.
Good. And 16 damage.
All right. You will shoot another one from the sky. All right. And it's the bugs. And they'll keep moving. Although the sound is less and less intimidating at this point. As they are literally picked one out of the sky, one after another. Orson, your turn.
Okay, the ATVs have, you said, mini missile launchers on them.
They do.
How much damage do those do?
Roland, do you still have that section open?
Yeah, 5d6.
What was that?
5d6.
5d6.
Okay, do they have trackers on them?
You make a normal attack roll, I believe.
Do they do splash at all? Does it say?
It doesn't. They do. They have AP6.
Okay. Are you wanting them to switch? Is this a party decision? Do we want them to switch to missiles?
They do more damage, but their range is the same as railguns, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, they have less armor penetration, though.
They do more damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes. We're going to switch to the missiles.
Okay, fine. We will see if they actually hit.
Good rolls.
Okay. Since they get +2 for having the jokers, there's going to be only 2 misses.
Yeah.
Which makes it 6. Okay, here is 1 shot. That's 6, 10, 15, 18. I'll take one out. Bleh. 2. 6. I'll take another one out. Bleh. So there's 10. 6, 7, 17. I'll take another one out. I'll spend
I
3.
think that was a good call.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there's 12. 12, 18, 19. Pop that one. So does that, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 of them that's taken down so far. So there's 10, 16. There's another one. One more. Oh my gosh. 10, 16, 18, 23. Missiles are brutal. And there you go, 23.
So we should have 6 bugs left.
No. I've been keeping track.
How many
I
are
have
left?
boxes with checks. Huh?
How many are left?
5.
Yay!
Okay, Ariel.
How close were they?
They were, what did it say, 120? Is that what I said? I think that's what I said.
I'll turn on my fire aura.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right.
You know what? If you fly up and make that fire aura as hard as you can, would you act as a giant bug zapper?
Kind of, but I'd also be in the range of all the missiles.
You don't take fire damage, remember?
They're not just missiles. Missiles aren't just fire.
No, they're shrapnel. Okay. Lady Serena, your turn.
Don't even bother doing anything.
She's just going to sit down and wait.
3.
Everybody.
How to reroll it?
Sure, might as well
Use your last reroll.
use my last reroll. 8!
8.
Finally!
She rerolled an 8. And
Keep
a
rolling.
7. So
Roll it again.
15.
15 total.
Okay, yeah, you'll definitely hit one with your laser rifle. Eee, from extreme distance.
Finally!
Spins off its carpets. Pating! No.
All right,
You
roll
hit
your
it.
damage.
Roll your damage now.
So rolling, what am I rolling?
Um,
What, this is the first time I actually hit something. I haven't looked this up yet.
Wow. I don't think that your character sheet has a laser rifle anyway.
3d6 plus 2. So.
How about you roll it for me?
You want me to roll this?
Yes.
Okay.
5.
Wow.
3,
2.
2. So
10
10
plus 2.
plus 2.
So 12.
12.
No.
Oh, 12 actually is not enough to get through their toughness.
I knew it.
So you hit it, and then it absorbs into the carapace. Dissipates. That makes it Longwalker's turn.
All right. Again, just keeping with the rail cannon. That's all she is.
Okay. Do it.
And I hit an 8, doing damage. Hooray. Hello?
How much did you do?
12.
12? Oh, I thought he said something else. No, 12 will not get through the toughness.
Damn it.
You rolled 12 damage with a railgun? That sucks. Okay. The Zeta 6 have sprinted, and they are beginning to land on the cliffside. And that is their turn, as they have landed now. They start attacking. Orson, your turn. Missiles are probably not a great idea right now.
Okay, no. How close are they now?
Within melee striking range if you move.
Yes.
Can we shoot the railguns at them point blank?
Yeah. I mean, you could even shoot the missiles at
Okay.
them if you really wanted to.
No, I'm going to switch back to railguns.
Okay.
And fire another volley.
Command. By your command. 2, 4, 6, 8. That is an awful lot of ones.
That sucks.
That does suck.
That is a big bucket of suck.
You have no
It
idea.
is, but at least 2 of them hit this time. There was that one time where it was only 1 hit. Let's see, do we get... Okay, so that's 5. That's not going to work. Okay, that one will actually work. Okay, so one of the railguns actually makes contact, enough to split the Zeta 6 in half. And that makes it Ariel's turn.
Finally.
I think we have 4 left.
Finally. Are they? How close together are they?
Did I drop out again?
Oh, well, no. Maybe a split second.
They're in
How
melee.
close, how close together are they?
What was your aura radius again?
Medium blast template.
Medium blast template. Okay. Close enough that you could get 2 of them in there?
Okay, I do it.
Sweet.
Okay. Even while attacking one of them.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta roll your melee fighting.
Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Melee fighting. D10. 5.
Okay. You do not hit them with that.
I don't have... With a 5?
Yes.
Okay.
With a
I'll
5,
use
your
my
burning
reroll.
finger does not work. What was that?
I will re-roll,
Okay.
and I get +2 when I re-roll. It's one of my
Okay.
ability
That's
tabs.
Mhm.
6.
Okay. It still manages to dodge in your blazing fire.
Oh well.
It's what, 3d8 anyway for being in your aura of death?
Yeah. 14.
Okay. Well, it burns to a crisp anyway. Both of them do. So you've taken down 2, and there are 2 left.
Okay.
Lady Serena, are you brave enough?
Well, I'm not going near his fiery death, so I'm going to hang out back here and just shoot again.
Okay.
You want to roll for me?
I will roll for you. All right. Are you shooting?
Yes.
All right. So D8. 6.
6.
Nice. That's a hit.
Yay! Okay. Let's see. Rifle, right?
Yep.
So 3d6
Plus
plus 2. 2,
1. You
1,
suck worse than me,
and 6. So that's 9, 10, 11 total.
so not enough.
Okay. Actually, I think damage rolls are still exploding dice. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
check.
so if you roll a 6 and a 3d6 and you keep going.
Yep.
What?
The
Yep.
pen doesn't work. Okay. One
just-
more roll, or
Yeah, one more roll.
okay. 1.
Okay, what would you get?
Altogether, I think that was 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, yeah, you're just barely under. Your laser shot goes wide.
I think my gun is defective.
Blame the gun. That's
You need a bigger
who
gun.
cleaned this weapon? Who cleaned it last? All right, Long Walker.
2 left. Let's kill one.
Yeah, whipping out the plasma projector.
Nice.
And I'm going to assume a 9 hits, so... I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
A 9 hits.
Oh, I rolled
yeah.
22 damage.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, no, that is definitely more than enough to do the job of dropping him with your giant bolt of plasma. It turns it into deep fried Zyta-6. I wonder if it tastes like crab.
Well,
Crab
it
in a long
smells
time, that
like
sounds really-
ass.
Yeah, probably does. Although I hear that roasted like tarantulas taste like peanuts, so I don't know.
Oh, they do. I mean, I've heard.
Crunchy.
Nice. Okay, so there's one bug left, and it'll approach and attack one of the soldiers. And it'll hit him. Oh, load back up. No, I don't need to load it up. It's right here. Okay. He does his Zyta-6 long swords. Is that what I want to do with? Yes, I do. So that's a D8 plus their strength, which is a D12. Oh, come on. I know there's 12 on here. Let me get on. Alright, there we go. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Alright, out of all of this, safely so far, you lose one soldier. As this puts its Zyta-6 sword through him. Ah! One soldier gets skewered. Billy, no! Makes it Orson's turn.
All right.
You don't have points or a pistol, huh?
No, I don't. My pistol exploded.
Well, they handed you a laser rifle, remember? Everybody has a gun.
All right. Yeah, except my shooting sucks.
You could club it.
Well, they're close enough now that it's going to be short range, so you're not going to get any minuses. And all you have to do is just roll a 4.
Okay. I'm going to get the remaining soldiers to shoot at it.
Okay. They will do that. Now, let's see how many we have. So there's 4.
I want them to pepper it with the railguns.
Alright. Somebody's inevitably going to kill it. I don't want to roll all that. Alright, so you kill the last Zyta-6. Bleh. You have wiped out this particular wave. and report back to base about defeating it. There doesn't appear to be any more chasing you at the moment, and the hive is on the future list of things to do. We'll wrap it up because my brain is dying. But that is Savage Rifts, everybody. What do we think about it?
I liked it.
I like it.
That was fun, even with all the bad rolls.
Yeah. So for those of us who have played the original Rifts, what do we think by comparison?
It's much less cumbersome.
Yeah.
I don't have like 40 skills I don't use to keep track of.
And there actually feels like there's some balance.
And balance, yes. Well,
Yeah. Eventually we'll play the original Rifts also, and probably continue the storyline because I kind of like it. So we can compare and contrast and see the differences between them. I do like the original one. It's got some fun things with it, but this is definitely, I like it significantly better. I love the Rift setting. The system can be a bit clunky. I know people hear about it, but this one is definitely better. I like how many dice you use. Like, you switch them up all the time. Your skills are different dice levels. You're not just like rolling a d20 all the time, and then periodically rolling, different dice for swords or things. It makes it feel a little more active, I think, switching things up. For me personally, and the stat blocks aren't difficult to read. You do have quite a bit of things to keep track of still, but
that would be my one complaint. Is that like I didn't know where to find everything,
Right.
And like you have blocks of, edges and flaws and all these other things, and then your powers too,
Yeah. If we had all the books in physical copies, I think it'd be a bit easier.
It's not like manageably high, but it is not a small
right.
number. So.
No. There's quite a bit of stuff, and if you do need to be familiar, that's the thing with with low. I don't know. I want to say low difficulty things, but with systems that at least that I've noticed, and I've got hundreds of games, but with games that have fewer things written down, I think there's usually more to remember than games that have a lot more written down. Usually, anyway, except if you're running with like Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, where it had a crap load written down, it's still a ton of stuff you had to remember, and people still get grappling wrong, which is fun to watch.
It's because it's
yeah, I know, right? No, the 3.5 rules for grappling were awful.
Everything has awful grappling rules. Nobody's ever made good grappling rules, have they?
No, I haven't. What I would love to see is somebody do. What was that?
Feng Shui has really good grappling rules, but I mean, it's like a freaking martial arts game from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't actually played that one. I've seen it a couple times, but
enjoy it.
It's been on my list of things to a little bit more. Yeah, I haven't seen any really good ones either, but I'll have to check that out.
At least not in the regular
one thing
style games, anyway.
Well, even in fantasy style, I mean, we've talked about it in our own studies of medieval fighting and whatnot, that there's way more grappling involved in longsword combat than people realize. Like, it's pretty much wrestling with a sword. Like, you're grabbing each other by the belt and crap, or like that one plate with Hans Talhofer where the guy's getting drug out of the pit by his man parts. Yeah, that was entertaining. And then stabbed with a shield, because that's not adding insult to injury at all. But yeah, there's just way more grappling. I don't know, combat's more dynamic, I think, than what a lot of systems represent, which is part of the reason why I like this, actually. For me, I think Savage Worlds has a very dynamic combat system. It feels a lot different. I like it. So there you go. Everybody who's watching and who will watch and who has watched, there's Retro Roleplaying plays Savage Rifts. Yes, I'm addled. I said it's late now, and my brain is dying, and it's been a busy day. Check out our other show. I do 5-minute reviews on a lot of other game systems. I just did
And there he goes.
And there he goes.
Show him here.
Game over. Dude.
Yeah. And join us next time. I don't remember what we're playing. No, I think we're playing Basic Fantasy next month. Yes, that was it. Which is another D20 derivative game. It is another OSR game because I love those things, and this one is very, very basic, very good for introducing people into tabletop role-playing. So join us next time for Basic Fantasy. This is Retro Roleplaying signing off. Happy gaming, everybody.
Bye.